How you doing, guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to talk about Dead Island 2. Now there was just a very recent full showcase for it, plenty of new gameplay footages, trailers, just in general of the game and the uniqueness of it. So initially this game was supposed to be coming out in February. Well, actually thinking about it now, it wasn't supposed to be coming out in February. It was supposed to come out I think it was 5 years ago. But but they did go through the development hell they had. This game has been passed around from so many different developers, and I believe it was 4 developers that this game has been passed around, but now finally it seems like it's actually going to be coming out any day soon. I think it was in April 2023. Yet, I'm still looking forward to it, nevertheless, but I don't know what to think about this because I feel like this game might be a little bit already outdated comparing this to Dying Light 2, right? Because if you have played Dead Island back in the day, when did it come out? Back in the 2012 or something like that. It was a good game. I really have enjoyed it. I played it back then. I played the Riptide as well. The Dead Island Riptide, basically, it's more or less of a continuation. But they have very similar premise in terms of the gameplay and what to expect out of that sort of a game. And that's exactly what I'm worried about in Dead Island 2, because it may be somewhat similar. Now again, of course, with the premise that they're going here and the difference that they're going with this game anyway, it is quite goofy, a lot more quirky, a lot more fun, a lot more colorful. It makes sense as well. It is LA and it does look, by the way guys, if you do not know, I've actually been in America for the very first time ever. I visited New York, I visited Miami, Miami Beach, and Manhattan in New York anyway. I also been in LA, right? I've been in Santa Monica Beach. I've been at the pier as well, the Santa Monica Pier, the Venice Beach as well. I've been at the West Hollywood as on top of that. So, looking at this, a lot of these settings I'm actually looking and paying attention to, I am noticing resemblance and things that I have seen for real. And that is so cool. And because of this mainly, this is the reason why I'm actually quite excited for this game, because I want to see somewhat of similarities, what I've seen from LA and what I will be checking out from this game as well. Okay, now in general, the gameplay. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that. It does look really good. Now, of course, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say this. We have seen this already before. Now, a new premise, at least. How can we even say it's a new thing, really, a new feature? How can we? Because we have seen this time and time again previously as well. It's that you can become a zombie and control as a zombie. So it's not like the end game when you turn, right? It doesn't seem like it's going to be a limited kind of a run, right? Or something like a timer within. And so you have to get through the story, get some kind of antidote, and cure yourself or some shit, right? In this case, it seems like you're just gonna go full bolts to the wall anyway, and you're gonna embrace being a zombie. And I kind of hope that is the case because, again, like I said, they're going a lot more goofier style. It doesn't seem to be very serious, but I think I like that because I don't think it really works to be a lot more serious in tone, or at least for this sort of game. Now, not to say as if it doesn't work completely, because look, wow, these names, goddamn. Dead Rising, there's also Dead Island, and now the Dying Light. Jesus, Dying Light 2 was a lot more serious in tone, Dying Light 1 as well. And of course, when we're comparing these two, Dying Light is a lot more serious in tone, but of course there are differences in terms of the gameplay. And I've got to say that a lot of people have been talking about this as well, right? They have all said it, that comparing Dead Island and Dying Light, Jesus, these dead everywhere in the names, it's again kind of confusing. It's just that Dying Light might be, well, it is, by the looks of things, it is a superior gameplay because mainly of the parkour system. Dead Island, right, 1 and Riptide, and it seems like Dead Island 2, obviously it's not really gonna have much of a parkour in it, but it does seem like that Dead Island 2 is gonna have a little bit more versatility, a lot more verticality as well. But I don't know if that's necessarily gonna do wonders, right? Because if you have played Dead Island, right, if you played Dead Island Riptide, you would already know what to expect out of this game. But I'm not hoping for that because that is an outdated design, and unfortunately developers get trapped into making games, sequels, right, and making them practically the same thing that they have already made back in the day, or somebody else has made already in the back in the day. That actually the same issue was with the Callisto Protocol, because there are a lot of the designs and choices that they have made. It was already implemented back in 2008, and they've done it again for 2022. So like, for example, even though my god, look at this. I was about to say Dead Space, but then I thought it was wrong because I thought it had different initial titling. My god, these guys, they need to start creating these names in a lot more creative vision. Jesus, Dead Space. Again, well, it does make sense though. Of course, it's set in space and there are dead things everywhere. But anyway, Dead Space, with the premise and how idea has been developed for it back in 2008, I believe that's when it came out. And now when the Callisto Protocol came out, it's actually somewhat the same with design choices. And that's actually quite a bad thing now, since it is outdated. And this is why I'm worried about Dead Island 2. I'm worried that this may not actually be something special, something unique, something different. And again, I'm not looking like a completely innovative, brand new thing, because again, we are talking about a sequel. It's not a brand new IP. But with the oversaturated that zombies, infected monsters, horde-based the dead anyway coming at you, and you would like brutalize them by kicking their asses, shooting them in whatever the way. We have seen this time and time again, and that's why Dead Island 2 may have been, or may be, in a bit of a trap. It may get caught, and so it's actually might be a bit of a serious problem for these guys to actually land on that, right? I'm talking about this may end up being a good game, but unfortunately it just may end up being a good game, but not great, not excellent, not perfect, none of those. Now, it's not as if they cannot do it, but of course, after everything that they've been going through with the development hell, like I already mentioned, and of course with yet another delay from February to April, I believe it was, I think it's definitely warranted. It's fine, because at least we've been waiting for 8 years or something now at this point, right? So what's going to make a difference of an additional 2 more months of waiting time, really? Still, I am interested, okay? I am interested to see what this game got in store for us. But I'm very, very cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see for the final reviews and from the trusted reviewers that I trust. For example, like the Sphere Hunter. I don't know if she'll make the video for a review for it though. Well, Skill Up as well. One of the guys, like, he's an example of a very good reviewer. Like, you can definitely trust a lot of things that he mentions. And I think that he has a point going forward to this game, and hopefully this game lands properly and actually will be quite exciting to play and actually finally get the game for a full price tag. By the way, guys, last thing before I go, that collector's edition statue, it sucks. I don't like it. Do you like it? I don't know. It just doesn't really look good. I preferred if you have actually seen a Dead Island's collector's edition, or was it Riptide? I can't remember. That was far cooler collector's edition, the statue. But here, this is just, what is this? It doesn't symbolize anything, and yet, no. Alright, guys, do let me know what you think about this game overall. Are you cautiously optimistic about it? Do you give a shit about it at all? It will be interesting for me to read your comments as well. Right, like and subscribe. See you guys all, and have a wonderful day.